Can you stay for a few minutes? Good morning, class. My name is Miss Roberts. I'm going to read you all a book today. And the book is called The Handiest Thing in the World. I know that you all cannot see the picture. You all cannot see the book, but I just want you all to listen. Okay? And our um, standard is for kindergarten is to ask and answer questions about key details. So any questions I ask you all about the story, I need you all to answer it for me. The learning target today is that
Miss
I
Roberts.
can answer questions.
Miss Roberts.
Yes, ma'am.
You on mute or something? We can't hear you.
Yes, ma'am. Can you all hear me now? Can you all hear me now?
Okay, yeah, you were just talking, but we can't hear anything. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. I said that the standards for you all, for kindergartners, is to be able to ask questions and answer questions about key details. And the learning target for today is I can ask and answer questions about key details. I will read you all the story. As I will be reading, I will stop and we will talk about it. So, the name of the story is The Handiest Thing in the World by the author is Andrew Clemens. So, I will be learning and you all will be learning as well, okay? The very first page is of all the handy things there are, the hand itself is best by far. To grab, to hold, to pull, or twist, the hand itself is the handiest. But other things are handy too. Just look around, you will see it's true. Which things are the handiest for you? Depend on what you need to do. Right now, tell Miss Roberts what's the closest thing for you to pick up with your hand? What's close? What's the closest thing next to you?
My book bag.
Good job. Your book bag. Good job. What's the closest thing to you, Tanaya? What's the closest thing to you?
Hold on, Miss Roberts. I think we got. Hold on one second.
Miss Roberts.
Yes.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay. You're not supposed. I don't want you to turn your camera on. So let your camera stay off. Everybody, let their camera stay off.
Okay.
Okay? Things I want to show you here. Things are old and things are new. From far and near, they all came from a simple plan. The hand is where they all began. Okay, so what do you have that's old near you? Do you have something old that's near you?
Uh, uh, no.
Do you have anything that's new near you?
Uh-huh.
What is it? Tell me what it is.
Um,
Is it a pencil?
yes. We got something. We got over every time.
Good job. Meal times, what happens every day? What do you do with your hands at lunchtime?
Hey.
Good job. Yay. Good job. Keep your fingers clean this way. So when after you eat, what do you do? What do you do to your hands? What do you do to your hands after you eat? Good job. Good job. Okay? Don't let it roll over the straw away. This holds him night and day. Okay? When you do how many of y'all have a dog? Okay? Okay, if you have a dog, does he have a collar on him with a leash? Do you have to hold the leash to walk your dog? Or your dog do not have a leash?
My dog don't have a leash because they eat too much.
Okay, so what do you do with your hands with your dog when you give him a bath? What you do with your hands? Good job. Good job. I'm just trying to find out what you do. How do you know what to do with your hands? Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So, how many fingers do you have?
10.
Good job. Good job. So you can add and subtract with your fingers. Is that right?
Yay.
Good job. Yay. Okay. Zigzag, flip flop is hard to get. Catch him with your handy net. Okay? How do you catch a butterfly? How do you catch a butterfly?
With your hand.
Good job. So guess what? Our learning target is to be able to answer detailed questions. You all are really great.
Right.
Okay? 2 wet hands can hold and pour water. Okay? Have you ever poured water in your hands?
No.
You've never poured water in your hands? You missed out something. Listen. That's the best part about being a kid is pouring water in your hands, getting your hands wet.
I pour water in my hand.
You don't pour water in your hands. Okay?
I pour water in my hands.
Okay, well, do you pour water on flowers? Have you poured water on flowers?
Yay.
Good job. And what happened?
They grow.
Good job. Good job.
They grow fast.
All right. Okay. Raindrops are falling on my head from the sky. This will help to keep them dry. What do you put over you to keep from getting wet when it's raining? Yay! An umbrella. Good job. And what else do you put over your head when it's raining?
Jacket.
Yay! A jacket. And what else you do when you don't have a jacket?
Cover your hand.
Yeah, you use your hands. Good job. You all are super. You are really great. You all are good at this. Okay, I wish I might. I wish I may. Okay, when you playing in the sand, what do you do? What do you play in the sand with?
Your hand.
Good job. Good job. Do you use one hand or do you use both hands?
Both.
Good job. Okay, sweeping this dusty floor away. When you're sweeping, how many hands do you use?
2.
Good job. Yay. Okay. Hands make shade for squeaky eyes. Okay. When the sun gets in your eyes, what do?
Cover your face.
You cover your eyes with what? What you cover your eyes with?
Hand.
Yay. Good job. You cover your eyes with your hands. But
Like that.
okay, when you cover your eyes with your hands, this does what? When you cover your eyes with your hand, it does what?
It's like
It keeps what? It keeps what from getting in your eyes?
it blocks the sun.
Yes, good job. It keeps the sun from getting in your eyes. You all are really great with answering these questions. Digging in and scooping down. Okay, when you scoop dirt, what do you use?
A
Yes, but then you also use what else do you use?
shovel.
Other than a shovel, you use what?
Hand.
You use your hands. Okay, so you move around in the dirt a lot. So what are you moving around in the dirt with? You're moving around in the dirt with what? You're moving around the dirt with your shovel or your hand. Okay? Tidy is the way to be. Okay? What do you comb and what do you brush your hair with?
A brush.
But your brush is in what? You have your brush where?
Your hair.
Good job. When you wash your hair, what are you washing your hair with?
Water. Your hand.
Your hands. Good job. When you drying your hair, you're drying your hair with what?
A towel.
Well, but you have the towel in what? What you have your towel in? Good job. In your hand. Okay? Flap a hand to make a breeze. Okay? When you hot, you what do you fan your face with? Your hand. Good job. And what else do you fan your face with when you're hot? A fan. Good job. When you're hot sometimes, what do you wipe your face with? You pick up a paper towel in your hand. Good job. Push more air. One of these. Which one will push more air? The fan or your hand? Your hands. Good job. Yes, because your hands can move faster. You can make your hands move faster. Okay? We use a ruler, and even kindergartners use rulers. So when you use a ruler, and say if you got some blocks stacked, how are you gonna stack the blocks?
You gotta put them together.
Good job. But you stack the blocks with what?
Your hand.
Good job. So that means if you stack the blocks with your hands, you're going to go one block at a time. Then if you have a second column of blocks, you're going to stack those one at a time. So what are you going to do with the ruler?
Roll it.
Yeah, you're going to draw it, but you can measure from one block to the next block. So when you measure something, it will always get you to the what place? When you measure something, it will take you to what place? Well, if you want the correct size, it's going to do what? It's going to... Well, yeah, it's going to take you somewhere else, and that somewhere else can be the what place? Well, you have a left and what? You have a left hand and you have a what hand? A right hand. So that means when you measure something, it's going to take you to the right place. You all are some good thinkers. Okay, sticky fingers makes a mess. So when your fingers are sticky, what do you do with sticky? What do you do with sticky fingers?
Wash it.
Wash it. Okay, then after you wash your sticky fingers, then what do?
Dry it.
What are you drying?
Wet it.
No, when your fingers are wet, you're going to do what? After you take them from out of the water or under the water, what do you do? Jakaya, turn your camera off. Cameras cannot be on. Thank you. Turn it off. You got to turn it off, Jakaya. No cameras on right now. Okay? Waves will wash away the words. Okay? When you write in the dirt, what happens to your fingers? Turn your camera off. All cameras are off, please. Turn cameras off. Okay? When you write in the dirt, what happens to your fingers? Turn your camera off. I want all cameras off. Cameras must be off, please. Turn your camera off, Josiah, please. Cameras are off. Please turn cameras off. Okay, when you write in the dirt with your fingers, they get what? Remember, Miss Roberts says she's doing a project, so I need everyone to keep your cameras off for a few minutes. When you write in the dirt with your fingers, what happens? Your fingers get dirty. And then what happens? Turn your camera off, Josiah. Okay? When you write this word and the words will stay, what do you write with? What are you writing with? You got your pencil is in what?
I got my pencil.
Your pencil is in what? What are you writing with though? Turn your camera off, Josiah. Camera's off.
With the pencil.
Okay, your pencil is what? Where you got your pencil?
The white one.
Yes, but turn your camera off. Your pencil is where?
Inside.
In your hand. Good job. Your pencil is in your hand. When the wind is blowing and winter times appear, what do? The wind is blowing in your face. So how do you get the hair out of your face?
You gotta sit up.
Yeah, but what you gonna do to get your hair out of your face when you're outside? You don't have a comb. So what do? You take your hands and
Comb your hair out.
right. Things that feels good. Frosty over the ears. So how do you put earmuffs on?
With the hair.
You put your earmuffs on with what? With what? You got two of them. How you put your earmuffs on? With your hands. Good job. Good job. 10,000s of years have come and gone. Our hands keep working on and on. As the future years unfold, many handy tools will grip a hold. Wherever we may need to do, one fact remains forever true. For sharing our love with tenderness, the hands itself is the handiest things. Josiah, please turn your camera off. The hands itself is what? We will always need what? To be able to touch people and to touch things, we're going to always have to use our what? Your hands. And to hug people, to show them that you love them, you will have to use what? You have to use your hands. But as of right now, due to the coronavirus, we have to do what? We have to bump what?
You gotta stay in the house.
You have to bump the what? You have to bump the person what? Yeah, we do fist bumps. Good job. Turn your cameras off, please. No cameras on. Make sure your camera's off. Thank you. Okay. Turn the cameras off. Cameras off. Cameras are all off, please. Cameras are off. Okay, stone of soup. Long ago, the people in one village had very little food. They didn't have enough food to share with their neighbors. One day, as they traveled up here in the village square, the travelers asked each villager, "Please, may I have some food?" Turn your cameras off. I have not eaten for many days. But the villagers said they have no food to share. Finally, the traveler said, "In case, I will teach you how to make soup from stone." He took a small stone from his pocket. "Soup from a stone? Impossible," he said, the villager. But they were very curious. "First, we will heat a large pot of water over the fire," said the traveler. He dropped his stone into the pot. The water boiled and bubbled. The traveler tasted a bowl of soup. Delicious," he said. "A pinch of salt and parsley would make it taste even better, though." "I think I can find a little salt and some parsley," said the woman. She hurried off, came right back, put the salt and the parsley into the pot. The soup boiled and bubbled. The traveler tasted the soup again. Delicious," he said. "A cabbage and some potatoes will make it taste even better." "I think I could find a cabbage and some potatoes," said the man. He hurried off, right back. He put the cabbage and the potatoes in the pot. The soup boiled and bubbled. The traveler tasted the soup again. Mmm, delicious, he said. A few carrots and some chicken would make it even taste better, though. When you working, all the cooking that they were doing, they were putting potatoes in, they were putting in cabbage. What was they using to put the cabbage and the potatoes in the pot? How do you put stuff into a container or a pot? You use your what?
Um,
What are we talking about that we've been using all morning?
with
What you been using?
your hand.
Your hands. Good job. So we need to use our hands for what? You use your hands for what?
Everything.
Good job. You use your hands for everything. When you stir the pot, you doing what? When you stirring, what are you using?
Your hand.
You using your hands. You know what? You all are really great, class. You're really great. That means our standard is the goal is for us to be able to ask questions and answer questions about detailed information. You all can answer questions. You all can answer the questions about details. You all have been doing the standards. We've been doing our learning target. So you all are great. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. Keep using your hands for everything you do. Wash your hands. What's the number one thing that we got to do? Right? I mean, we're supposed to do it every day anyway. But due to the virus, you have to constantly keep washing your what? You have to keep washing your what? Don't touch your hands. Okay? This is the end of the story. This is the very last page. I think I can find a few carrots and some chicken, said a woman. She hurried off, came right back, put the carrots and the chicken into the pot. The soup boiled and bubbled. How did she get the chicken in the pot? How she got the carrots in the pot? What did she do? She used her hands. One by one, the other villager added things to the pot. Others brought bread and goods to drink. All the people gathered in the village square to eat this delicious food. So how did they get the food into the pot that they were cooking? How they got the food into the pot? They used what? They used what? How did they get the food to the pot? Yes, but what did they have to do how did they get the food to cook? How did they get it there? How did they get the food to the pot? You all forgot? What are we talking about? What are we talking about using? We've been talking about this all morning. So what you use to carry food in? You forgot? This is something that we have to wash every day. This is something we have to use every day. We have to wash our what? We have to wash our what every day? Before we eat and after we eat. You wash your what? Yes, but before you eat, you have to wash what? You have to wash your hands. So when people serve food, they use what?
Wash your hands.
Yes, you have to wash your hands, but you have to serve food with what? You have to serve food with your hands. So class, I want to thank you for the participation. Right now, you can go and take a 10-minute break, okay? So 10 minutes, you can take a break. You can take a break for 10 minutes. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So either you can put your camera on pause. You can pause your mic. Or you can turn it off. Bye-bye. You come back in 10 minutes.